revoking the diplomatic immunity of 41 diplomats is not only unprecedented, but also contrary to international law.
India threatened to revoke the diplomatic immunity of 41 Canadian diplomats by 20th October. This forced Canada to call them back. The move has come amid escalating diplomatic tension between India and Canada over the killing of pro-Khalistan terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar by unknown assailants in Canada. Canada has a total of 62 diplomats stationed in the country. After this, it will be left with just 21 diplomats. India's decision came after Trudeau decided to blame India for Nijjar's killing without furnishing proof. India shot back, accusing Canada of harboring separatists and terrorists, but dismissed the allegations of its involvement in the killing as absurd and has taken diplomatic steps to express its anger over the accusation. Since Trudeau made the allegations in the House of Commons, on several occasions he's been asked for proof, including by the Canadian opposition. But as you can guess, the so-called evidence still remains elusive. In fact, during the press conference, when the Canadian Foreign Minister was once again asked by a reporter whether Canada has provided India the evidence of its involvement, she went back to reading from a press statement.
That's a repetition of your statement, and thank you. I understand what your point is, but you're not answering the question directly on that point. But you did...
Tonda, I've answered your question. You've asked me the question whether we had conversation and presented
if you
evidence.
showed them the evidence, yes.
While some may see India's decision as excessive, 2 weeks ago, India provided a clear rationale for its decision to ask Canada to call back a majority of its diplomats who were in India. Also, the earlier deadline of October 10th had been extended to 20th October to ensure Canada has ample time to call back its diplomats.
Insofar as discussions on parity, as we mentioned earlier, given the much higher diplomatic presence of Canadian diplomats or diplomatic presence here in Canada and their continuing interference in our internal affairs, we have sought parity in our respective diplomatic presence. Discussions are ongoing on the modalities of achieving this.
After 41 Canadian diplomats left India, the Canadian Foreign Minister said that this will impact the level of services to citizens of both countries. She said Canada is pausing in-person services in Chandigarh, Mumbai and Bangalore.